We know you want the important info fast. So today's deep dive, we're cutting right into the headlines. It's all from USA Today, Thursday, May 8th, 2025.
Yeah, and we've got quite a bit to cover. A real packed briefing for you. We're talking the Federal Reserve, interest rates, Trump's tariffs, of course.
Right.
Then there's this new US-UK trade deal,
Mm.
and, well, some other things too. Renaming the Gulf of Mexico, a new Surgeon General,
Oh, yeah, that one. Plus the ongoing protests, how Wall Street's reacting.
and the Bank of England cutting rates, China and Russia getting closer, and things heating up in southern Lebanon.
So quite the mix. Our mission, as always, is to try and connect these dots for you.
Exactly.
Okay, let's start with the economy then. The Fed. They held interest rates steady.
Uh,
And what really jumped out, at least in the reporting, was this direct link made to inflation risks.
uh-huh.
Risks coming from, quote, uncertainties stemming from President Trump's tariff policies.
Right, so it's clear these tariffs, they're not just, abstract trade policy, they're hitting domestic monetary decisions.
Directly influencing them.
Yeah, precisely, because tariffs, well, they can push up the cost of imports, right? And that feeds inflation.
Makes sense.
And then, okay, on the trade front itself, we get this announcement, a full and comprehensive trade deal with the UK.
Which is significant because it's the first big one since the tariffs really kicked in.
Exactly. And the expectation, reading between the lines, is maybe some reduction in U.S. tariffs for the UK, stronger ties there. But what's the immediate impact? What's the play?
Well, it does raise the question, doesn't it? Is this like a special case for a key ally? Maybe trying to soften the edges of the wider tariff strategy?
Maybe.
What does it mean for, say, U.S. businesses trading heavily with Britain? And, what signal does this send to everyone else?
Good questions. Shifting gears a bit, but still policy. This proposal to rename the Gulf of Mexico.
The Gulf of America.
Right. That feels, well, very symbolic. A strong statement about national identity, maybe.
Absolutely. Symbolic actions, they definitely resonate with some people. And sort of alongside that, we see Dr. Casey Means, the wellness influencer,
Ah, yes.
appointed as Surgeon General. This comes after a previous nominee withdrew. It suggests maybe a different direction for public health leadership.
It could. Maybe more focus on preventative stuff. Or, using a different kind of voice to reach people. Less
Yeah.
traditional, perhaps.
Interesting angle. Now, back home, we're still seeing these protests. The report mentioned Columbia University, things intensifying there. How does that piece fit in?
Well, these protests, they often reflect, deeper currents in society.
Yeah.
Responses to the very policies, the political climate we're discussing.
Real-world reaction.
Exactly. And then look at the global economic reaction. You mentioned Wall Street.
Yeah, sure, reacted positively to the UK deal.
Yeah.
So some optimism there.
Right. But then the Bank of England cut its interest rate, and they explicitly cited economic pressures from U.S. tariffs.
Wow. So our tariffs are directly impacting their monetary policy. That's quite a ripple effect.
It really shows you how interconnected things are, doesn't it? U.S. policy hits London's economy.
Clearly.
Meanwhile, broader geopolitics. China's President Xi Jinping pledging support for Russia. The wording was against hegemonic bullying.
Which basically sounds like pushing back against perceived U.S. dominance, a stronger alliance forming there.
Definitely seems that way. And you contrast that with the other side of the world. Escalating Israeli airstrikes in southern Lebanon. Reports say it's a significant flare-up.
A major increase in tension in that region. So you've got these big power dynamics shifting and regional conflicts heating up.
Yeah, it feels like a lot is in flux right now. Economic moves sparking global reactions, domestic politics and social responses, and these major realignments internationally, all happening at once.
So as you take all this in the trade deals, the Fed, the protests, the global shifts, here's something to think about. What do you see as the most significant long-term consequence for the U.S., for the world, from all these connected events unfolding right now? Lots to consider there.